Surely you've heard stories about elderly people passing away unexpectedly, especially in their sleep. One case that made many people reflect is the story of a 73-year-old man who passed away in his sleep last night. His family was utterly shocked and devastated by this sudden loss. The strange thing is, the day before, he looked healthy, with no major signs or health issues. It was just an ordinary evening like any other, yet the next morning, he never woke up. So what really happened? Is there any way to prevent similar incidents? The truth is, after the age of 70, daily habits, especially bedtime habits, can quietly pose health risks, increasing the likelihood of serious issues like stroke, heart attack, or even sudden death. The unfortunate reality is that most people, especially the elderly, don't realize these habits might be harming their health. The mistakes they unknowingly repeat every night could have long-term, irreversible effects. In this video, I'll walk you through 4 bedtime habits that people over 70 should avoid. These are small habits that may seem harmless, but in reality, they can have a significant impact on health and longevity. What's more, some of them may surprise you, as you might have been doing them for a long time without a second thought. You may have believed they were just normal routines, but once you understand their impact, you'll realize how crucial it is to change them. Stay tuned until the end of this video, because the last habit will truly surprise you. It's something that many elderly people unknowingly do every night, and it might be putting them at serious risk. But don't worry, I won't just point out the mistakes you should avoid. I'll also share alternative methods to help you have a safer, healthier sleep. Number 1, eating heavy meals too late at night. One of the seemingly harmless evening habits that can seriously harm the health of the elderly is eating heavy meals too close to bedtime. You may have been used to this habit for many years without any issues. However, as we age, our bodies no longer function as efficiently as before. These changes can significantly affect sleep quality, cardiovascular health, and even increase the risk of sudden complications during the night. When you are young, you can eat large meals late at night without having trouble sleeping. But as you get older, your body's metabolism slows down and your digestive system no longer works as efficiently as it used to. Food takes longer to digest, leading to a series of serious health problems. The potential harms of late-night eating: acid reflux and disrupted sleep. When you eat a large meal too close to bedtime, your body doesn't have enough time to digest the food before you lie down. This leads to acid reflux, where stomach acid moves back up into the esophagus. The sensation of heartburn, burning pain, or a choking feeling in the throat can wake you up in the middle of the night, disrupting your sleep. If this condition happens frequently, you may experience serious issues like esophagitis or complications related to GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, directly affecting your quality of life and overall health. Heart rhythm disorders and high blood pressure. After a late meal, your body not only has to deal with digesting food, but also has to maintain a stable heart rate. Instead of relaxing and preparing for sleep, your heart rate may remain elevated, creating unnecessary stress on the cardiovascular system. This not only makes sleep light and shallow, but can also lead to increased blood pressure, a higher risk of cardiovascular disease, and stroke, issues that are particularly dangerous for the elderly. Increased risk of diabetes and metabolic diseases. Another danger of late-night eating is the loss of blood sugar control. When you eat close to bedtime, your body has to work overtime to digest food, causing large fluctuations in blood sugar levels. This is especially dangerous for those with diabetes or at high risk of developing diabetes, as it can make it difficult to regulate insulin and blood sugar levels at night. Studies have shown that late-night eating can increase the risk of metabolic diseases, which can lead to cardiovascular disease and other serious health problems. Necessary changes to protect health. The negative effects of late-night eating habits can be avoided with simple but effective changes in daily lifestyle. Have dinner at least 3 to 4 hours before going to bed. This is the most important step to ensure the body has enough time to digest food. This helps minimize the risk of acid reflux and allows the body to rest after a long day. By adopting this habit, You will reduce unnecessary stress on the stomach and digestive system. Choose light and easy-to-digest foods. If you feel hungry in the evening and need a light snack, choose easily digestible foods such as fresh fruit, a handful of nuts, or a cup of herbal tea. These foods not only prevent your body from being overloaded with digestion, but also help you relax and prepare for deeper, better sleep. Create a regular routine. It's not just about paying attention to meal times. Building a reasonable daily routine, including a fixed bedtime, also plays an important role in maintaining health. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day to help the body maintain its natural circadian rhythm, thereby improving sleep quality and helping the digestive system work more efficiently. Number 2, drinking too many fluids before bed. As we age, our health and bodily needs change significantly. One of the factors that many people overlook is fluid consumption, especially before going to bed. Although staying hydrated is important, drinking too many fluids in the evening, especially before bed, can have negative health effects, particularly for those over 70 years old. Why is drinking too many fluids before bed harmful? At an advanced age, the organs in the body, including the kidneys and bladder, no longer function as efficiently as before. The kidneys tend to filter fluids at night, while the bladder becomes less effective at retaining urine for extended periods. This means even a small amount of fluid in the evening can cause you to wake up in the middle of the night to urinate. Although this may only be a minor inconvenience for some people, it can lead to more serious health problems, sleep interruptions, and potential risks. Sleep is an important factor in maintaining overall health, especially for the elderly. When you wake up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, your body's natural sleep cycle is disrupted. This can affect the production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for deep sleep and recovery. If sleep is frequently interrupted, it not only reduces sleep quality, but can also weaken the immune system, cause high blood pressure, and increase the risk of chronic diseases, including cardiovascular issues and even dementia. Furthermore, waking up at night can increase the risk of falls. When the body does not have enough time to adjust blood pressure, especially when you suddenly stand up after lying down for a long time, you may experience postural hypotension. This is a condition where blood pressure suddenly drops upon standing, causing dizziness and increasing the risk of falling, which can lead to serious injuries, such as fractures or even head trauma. This is one of the main causes of dangerous nighttime accidents that many elderly people do not realize. How to minimize the harm of drinking too many fluids. Although staying hydrated is very important, you can change your water drinking habits to minimize potential harm. A simple solution is, instead of drinking a lot of water in the evening, you can consume most of your fluids in the morning and early afternoon. This gives the body enough time to eliminate the fluids before you go to bed, reducing the risk of waking up in the middle of the night. In addition, if you feel thirsty in the evening, you could just take a small sip of water instead of a full glass. This will not excessively increase the water level in your body and will help you avoid waking up to use the bathroom at night. Besides, it's important to note that drinks containing caffeine, such as coffee and tea, have diuretic effects. This can worsen nighttime urination, so limit their consumption in the late afternoon and evening. Another tip is to pay attention to hidden sources of fluids in your diet. Soups, high-water content fruits, and even some types of medication can provide water to the body without you noticing. If you eat a bowl of soup in the evening or fruits like watermelon or oranges, your body can still absorb water without excessively increasing the need to urinate at night. A small habit, a big change. Changing the habit of drinking water before bed not only helps improve sleep quality, but also contributes to protecting overall health, especially for the elderly. By minimizing the need to wake up at night to go to the bathroom, you reduce the risk of dangerous accidents such as falls and allow the body enough time to recover in deep sleep. Ultimately, adequate and good quality sleep is the foundation of good health, especially as we age. Listen to your body and adjust your daily habits to suit your health condition, thereby maintaining a healthier and safer life. Number 3, sleeping in an overly warm room. A warm and cozy bedroom seems to be something everyone desires, especially on cold nights. However, for people over 70 years old, keeping the bedroom too warm may pose serious health risks that you may not expect. Although many elderly people believe that using air conditioning or thick blankets will help them sleep better, the truth is quite the opposite. An overly warm sleeping environment can negatively affect their health in ways they may not notice, from increasing the risk of cardiovascular diseases to affecting sleep quality. As our bodies age, the ability to regulate body temperature significantly declines. These changes are often hard to detect, but are extremely important. Our bodies are no longer able to sweat effectively or release heat into the environment. This means that when sleeping in an overly warm room, the body struggles to lower its temperature. And this overheating can lead to undesirable health consequences. 1. Impact on the cardiovascular system. When the body becomes overheated, the heart has to work harder to maintain a normal body temperature. This is especially dangerous for elderly individuals with a history of cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, or blood circulation problems. The cardiovascular system can become strained due to the continuous effort of pumping blood to regulate temperature, leading to an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, or even serious issues like heart attacks. 2. Dehydration à hidden danger. In addition to affecting the cardiovascular system, sleeping in an overly warm room also increases the risk of dehydration. Although you may not feel thirsty while sleeping, your body can still lose water through sweating throughout the night. Mild dehydration can cause changes in blood viscosity, making the blood thicker, which in turn increases the risk of blood clots. Blood clots can travel to the heart or brain, causing strokes or heart attacks. Especially for the elderly, this risk becomes even more serious due to age-related decline in physiological functions. 3. Decreased sleep quality. Another equally important effect of sleeping in an overly warm room is sleep disruption. When the body is too hot, we cannot reach the deep sleep stages necessary for health recovery. Studies have shown that deep sleep is an essential factor in strengthening memory, improving the immune system, and maintaining alertness and clarity throughout the day. Not getting enough deep sleep will make you wake up feeling tired, lacking energy, and it can even impact your overall long-term health. Imagine someone like Frank, a 74-year-old retired man who has a habit of reading before bed. Frank keeps his bedroom temperature at 75 degrees Fahrenheit and always covers himself with a thick blanket every night. However, every morning, he wakes up feeling tired, drenched in sweat, and unable to regain energy despite sleeping 7 to 8 hours. Frank doesn't realize that the overly warm temperature in his bedroom is disrupting his sleep cycle, preventing him from going through the deep sleep stages, which affects his long-term health. 4. Ideal room temperature and tips to improve sleep. So what is the ideal temperature for a good night's sleep? Experts recommend that the bedroom temperature should be maintained between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius, for the best sleep quality. If you feel cold, you can use a few thin blankets made from cotton or breathable materials instead of thick, heavy synthetic blankets, as they tend to retain heat and can make your body even hotter. Another small tip is to wear light, sweat-absorbent sleepwear, which helps your body regulate temperature more easily throughout the night. If the air in the room feels too stuffy, you can open a window to get fresh air or use a fan to circulate the air. A cool environment not only helps lower your body temperature, but also improves air quality in the room, minimizing respiratory problems like nasal congestion or coughing, which can disrupt your sleep. 5. Improving overall health through a cool sleep. Adjusting your bedroom temperature is just one small factor, but has a big impact on your health. A cool sleep environment helps reduce stress on the cardiovascular system, promotes deeper sleep, and provides a sense of alertness and well-being the next morning. Older adults who regularly sleep in a cool environment are less likely to experience cardiovascular and blood pressure-related health issues, while also improving their quality of life, helping them enjoy healthy and energetic retirement years. Number 4. Sleeping in the wrong position. Most people don't think much about how they sleep, assuming that as long as they feel comfortable, it's fine. But after age 70, your sleeping position may have a bigger impact on your health than you think. The wrong sleeping position can lead to respiratory issues, poor circulation, and even increase the risk of heart failure or stroke. However, many elderly people unknowingly sleep in a wrong position every night without realizing it. The importance of sleeping position for the elderly. As we age, the body undergoes natural changes, from muscle function, respiration, to blood circulation. Among these, one factor that is often overlooked but has a profound impact on health is sleeping position. Most people don't think much about how they sleep, assuming that comfort is enough. However, once we pass the age of 70, bodily changes make sleeping position not only affect sleep quality, but also potentially lead to a series of serious health issues that many people do not realize. Health issues related to incorrect sleeping positions. Incorrect sleeping positions can negatively affect the body in various ways, especially for the elderly. The respiratory system, blood circulation, and cardiovascular health can all be impacted when the body is not resting in an optimal position. One of the most dangerous effects is sleep apnea, a condition where breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. This can not only disrupt sleep, but also put extra stress on the heart, increasing the risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and stroke. Sleep apnea, a silent warning sign. Sleeping on your back, although it may feel comfortable for many people, is actually one of the most dangerous positions for the elderly. When you lie on your back, gravity causes the tongue and soft tissues in the throat to relax and fall backward, obstructing the airway. This condition, although it may occur silently and not be immediately recognized, can lead to sleep apnea. People who suffer from this condition often do not realize it, but the consequences are very serious, affecting the cardiovascular system and overall health. Warning signs not to be ignored. Imagine someone like Robert, a 76-year-old man who always sleeps on his back. His wife noticed that on some nights, he seemed to stop breathing for a few seconds, then gasp for air. At first, Robert thought it was a normal sign of aging. However, as the condition persisted, he began to feel tired, had headaches, and found it difficult to concentrate during the day. After visiting a doctor, Robert realized that his sleeping position was actually increasing his risk of sleep apnea, which not only disrupted his sleep, but also put extra pressure on his heart every night. Impact on circulation and cardiovascular function. Sleeping in the wrong position can also negatively impact blood circulation. For example, sleeping on the right side can add pressure on the heart, reducing blood circulation efficiency. This is a serious issue for elderly people with cardiovascular diseases, as it can lead to fluid buildup in the lungs and legs, thereby causing heart failure. If this condition persists, patients may face dangerous complications, affecting their quality of life and long-term health. Ideal sleeping position for the elderly. So, what is the best sleeping position for people over 70? Experts recommend that sleeping on the left side is the best. When sleeping on the left side, blood can circulate more efficiently, helping the heart pump better and supporting the digestive process. This is also a great choice for those with acid reflux or heartburn issues, as this position helps prevent stomach acid from flowing back into the throat, improving comfort during sleep. Notes for maintaining a good sleeping posture. If you have difficulty maintaining a side sleeping position, you can try a few small tips. A long pillow can help prevent you from rolling back onto your back. Furthermore, slightly elevating your head with a supportive pillow also helps open up the airway, thereby reducing the risk of sleep apnea. Additionally, if you experience joint pain or body tension, try placing a pillow between your knees to help maintain spinal alignment and reduce pressure on your lower back. The importance of small changes in sleep habits. Even just small change. Adjusting your sleeping posture can bring profound health benefits. A good sleeping posture will help improve circulation, respiration, and heart function, thereby minimizing health issues at night and helping you wake up feeling refreshed and full of energy. These simple changes can make a big difference in maintaining long-term health. Final thoughts. We've talked about 4 seemingly harmless evening habits that can actually pose dangers to your health after the age of 70. From eating too late at night to drinking too many fluids before bed. From keeping the bedroom too warm to sleeping in the wrong position. Each of these habits can silently affect your heart, sleep quality, and overall health. The good news is, these risks are not irreversible. By making small adjustments to your evening routine, you can improve your sleep, reduce the risk of serious health problems, and wake up feeling stronger each morning. Take a moment to reflect. Do you recognize any of these habits in your routine? Do you often wake up in the middle of the night? Do you ever feel restless or too hot while sleeping? Maybe you've been sleeping on your back for years without realizing its impact. Whatever the case, awareness is key. Once you recognize the issue, you can take steps to fix it. So here is my challenge for you. Tonight, pay attention to your bedtime habits. Try adjusting just one of these habits and see how it affects your sleep. Maybe you'll eat your last meal a bit earlier, lower the room temperature, or switch to sleeping on your left side. Just one small change can make a big difference over time. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use in your life. Your thoughts are very important to us, so don't hesitate to share. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue to create quality content to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.